Joe, just to go a little veer off for a second, in this pandemic, 9 months into it, we're following what's going on out in BC. We don't have the population density of where you live. But you mentioned people hollering over each other on the issues of youth homelessness and the things that you've fought for and against. How would you like to see people approach this time in the pandemic? How have you approached the last 9 months? Because you're a guy that travels a ton and speaks to large gatherings and can't tell me you haven't been affected by this. How can people make the most of this time and ensure they come out of it okay and deal with each other?
Look, I think that's a big question, Rod. I think that, and I don't know if I can speak to it as well because I'm in a unique position. My job, traveling, basically came to a grinding halt in March. And so most of what I do now is remote. But, you know, I was actually online today with a couple hundred folks on a Zoom call. And I talked about, first of all, take care of you. I think that it's normal to feel unhinged at this point in time. You could be worked up from U.S. politics or COVID or, you know, an elderly member of your family that you're afraid is going to get COVID and die, or you're dealing with economic crisis. And so your brain isn't really set up to deal with this stuff very well. And so I would give you 3 simple instructions. 1, find a distraction every day. Something that, and if you're obsessed with the COVID or the U.S. politics stuff, turn it off, man. Like, just turn it off and let your brain settle down and find a distraction. Maybe you go for a walk. Maybe you pick up crocheting. Maybe you learn how to do puzzles. Maybe you meditate. But find a distraction so that you can settle your brain. Number 2, communicate. Put your hand up. If you need help, put your hand up. You know, guys are probably worse at this than the gals, but you know, the illusion of self-sufficiency when you're struggling with mental health, when you're having dark thoughts, share it with someone. Reach out, talk to somebody. You know, that helps us delve deeper into self-reflection and really seeing what the issues are and what the issues aren't. And then the third is be kind to one another. You know, Bonnie Henry, our you know, folk gal leading it out here in BC, the COVID stuff. Find a way to be nice and kind to one another. Go out into the community when and if you do have to go out into the community. And, you know, I know we're stressed out, but look for opportunities to be kind and just have an extra foot of patience for one another, because we're all scared. We're all going through our own crap. And if we do that, and then bust it down, just pick the battles you got to today. Don't import tomorrow's problems. Don't take a look at what's going to happen a month, 2 months, 6 months from now. Just fight what's in front of you today. And I think if you do that and you keep putting one foot in front of the other, we're going to get to a place where 2021 is going to be a whole lot better than what we're experiencing right now. But we've got to go through the crap in order to get there.